Ever feel like your body's not keeping up with the man you still are inside? Like those intimate moments just aren't what they used to be? You're not alone. Most guys over 60 think it's just age shutting things down. But what if I told you the real problem isn't the years? It's how you're caring for yourself, or not caring. I'm William, and I've spent years digging into what keeps men strong, confident, connected, especially after 60. The truth is, your penis doesn't just age. It suffers when you overlook it. And that can steal more than function. It can take your pride, your closeness with someone special, even your sense of self. Here's the kicker. One of the biggest risks isn't what you do, but what your body can't fight off anymore. Your immune system weakens with age, making infections or irritation down there way more likely. Left unchecked, that can lead to pain, embarrassment, even serious conditions like cancer. But it's not inevitable. Today I'm sharing 4 essential ways to care for your penis. Practical steps, backed by science, to keep you thriving. Plus, there's a bonus tip at the end, one that might sound simple but could save you from a world of trouble. If you find this helpful, drop a 1 in the comments. If not, leave a 0 so I can make it better for you. Let's get started with a problem you might not even realize is holding you back. Picture this. You're ready for a moment with your partner, but your body doesn't respond. It's frustrating, deflating. You might think it's just part of getting older. But the real culprit? Blood flow. After 60, your penis needs a steady stream of blood to work right. When vessels get narrow or sluggish, you're not just missing out on intimacy, you're missing out on feeling like you. Science explains why. Narrowed blood vessels, from cholesterol buildup or sitting too much, starve your penis of oxygen and nutrients. A study out of Stanford showed that poor circulation causes most cases of erectile dysfunction in men over 60. Not age, circulation. I knew a guy, Peter, 65, who felt this sting. He stopped initiating with his wife, not because he didn't want to, but because he was afraid of failing. His confidence took a hit until he learned his blood vessels needed help. Here's how to turn it around. Get moving. A 30-minute walk, 5 days a week, pumps blood where it needs to go. Think 1.5 miles at a steady pace. Eat foods that clear your arteries, like a handful of walnuts, a bowl of spinach, or some blueberries. They're loaded with compounds that keep vessels open. And try deep breathing. 4 seconds in, 4 seconds out, for 5 minutes before bed. It cuts stress, which clamps down on blood flow. Peter started walking and eating better, and soon he wasn't just performing, he was smiling, feeling like a man again. What's next might surprise you, because it's something you do every day, but probably not the way you should. You shower daily, so hygiene's covered, right? Not so fast. Most men over 60, even the cleanest ones, miss a crucial step down there, and that mistake can lead to irritation, infections, or worse, a higher risk of penile cancer. After 60, your body's less forgiving, and poor hygiene can turn small oversights into big problems. Here's the science. As you age, your skin thins out, and your immune system doesn't fight bacteria as well. That's especially true for uncircumcised men, where sweat and bacteria can build up under the foreskin. Research from Brazil links poor hygiene to penile cancer, a risk that climbs with age. I heard about a guy, Alan, 67, who learned this the hard way. He showed up red-faced, dealing with pain and swelling from an infection called balanitis. He thought he was clean, but he wasn't washing right. The fix is simple and takes 1 minute. Use warm water and a mild, unscented soap, like Dove or Cetaphil. If you're uncircumcised, gently pull back the foreskin and rinse underneath. Pat dry with a clean towel. Moisture is a breeding ground for trouble. And always wash after intimacy. Fluids or lubricants can irritate sensitive skin. Alan made this part of his routine, and the pain vanished. More than that, he felt in charge of his body again. The next care might catch you off guard, because it's about protecting yourself in the heat of the moment. You're in the moment. Candles lit, your partner close. But something's off. You're not fully ready, yet you push forward anyway. Sound familiar? That's a mistake many men over 60 make, and it's not just awkward. It can cause real harm, turning intimate nights into painful memories. After 60, your penis isn't as resilient. Rushing into intimacy before you're fully erect can leave scars that change how you feel and how you love. Here's why this happens. Your penis is a network of delicate tissues, like a finely tuned engine. When it's only half ready, it can't handle the pressure of intimacy. That pressure creates tiny tears, which turn into scar tissue over time. That scar tissue can cause Peyronie's disease, a condition where your penis curves painfully, sometimes making intimacy impossible. Research in the Journal of Urology shows this affects many men over 60, not because of age, but because of avoidable injuries. I heard about a guy, Robert, 70, who learned this the hard way. He was thrilled to be close with his new partner, but he rushed things one night. Months later, pain and a noticeable curve stole his confidence, almost his relationship. You can protect yourself with a few mindful steps. Wait until you're fully erect before moving forward. No exceptions. It's like warming up before a game. Skip it and you get hurt. Use a water-based lubricant, something like KY jelly, to ease friction. A dime-sized amount does the trick. And talk to your partner. Let them know if you need a moment. It's not weakness, it's respect for your body. Robert started doing this, and it made all the difference. He's back to enjoying those candlelit nights without fear. But there's something even deeper at play, something that can quietly dim your spark. And it's not just physical. You're lying awake at night, thoughts racing, feeling like the world's on your shoulders. Or maybe you're eating dinner alone. Again, wondering where the spark went. Sound familiar? Stress and loneliness don't just weigh on your mind. They sap your sexual health. After 60, these quiet burdens can dull your desire and make intimacy feel like a distant memory. It's not just about your body. It's about what's eating at your soul. Here's the science behind it. Stress floods your body with cortisol, a hormone that chokes off testosterone, the fuel for your drive. Loneliness is just as bad. It rewires your brain, dampening the signals that spark arousal. Research from Harvard shows that emotional strain, like worry or isolation, disrupts sexual function in older men, not because of age, but because of how the mind and body talk to each other. I knew a guy, David, 62, who felt this deeply. After losing touch with friends, he noticed his interest in intimacy fading. He wasn't sick. He was just disconnected. It hit his confidence hard, made him feel invisible. You can break that cycle with steps that lift your spirit. Start by connecting, join a local book club, call an old buddy, or volunteer at a community center. Even one conversation a week, over coffee or a walk, can recharge you. Next, give yourself a break. Write down one thing you're proud of each day, maybe fixing that creaky porch step or helping a neighbor. It builds you up. If the weight feels too heavy, talk to a counselor. It's not giving up. It's taking charge. David joined a hiking group, started jotting down small wins, and soon he was laughing again, even flirting a little. His drive came back because his heart did. There's one last trick up my sleeve, and it's so simple. You'll wish you'd known it years ago. Bonus tip, tight underwear at night harms your health. You slip into bed, pull on your usual snug briefs, and drift off. Seems harmless, right? But here's a secret most men over 60 miss. Those tight underwear could be quietly hurting your penis. Night after night, they might be setting you up for discomfort, even long-term damage. It's not about style or habit. It's about what your body needs to stay strong while you sleep. Let's unpack this. Every night, your penis naturally gets erect, a process called nocturnal penile tumescence. These erections aren't just random. They're like a workout, keeping your tissues flexible and healthy. But tight underwear or snug pajamas squeeze those erections, putting pressure on delicate tissues. Over time, that stress can cause irritation, or worse, scar tissue, raising your risk for Peyronie's disease, a painful curve that can disrupt intimacy. Research in the journal Urology found that restrictive clothing at night contributes to tissue damage in older men. I heard about a guy, Bill, 66, who didn't realize his tight boxers were a problem until he started waking up with discomfort and noticed things weren't working as well. The solution is so easy, you'll wonder why you didn't start sooner. Ditch the tight underwear at night. Go for loose boxer, or better yet, sleep without anything. It's like giving your body room to breathe. If you're worried about comfort, try cotton boxers. Size up for a relaxed fit, about an inch looser than your daytime pair, and make it a habit. Every night, not just weekends. Bill switched to loose boxers, and within weeks he felt more comfortable, even noticed stronger morning erections. It wasn't just physical. He felt freer, more at ease in his own skin. But beyond these steps, there's a bigger picture, a way to tie it all together that might just change how you see yourself. You've heard the steps: better blood flow, smarter hygiene, protecting your body and love, lifting your spirit, even swapping tight briefs for a freer night's sleep. But this isn't just about your penis. It's about you, the man you are, the man you still want to be. After 60, every choice you make, to walk a mile, rinse carefully, wait a moment, or call a friend, is a choice to honor yourself. It's not about chasing youth. It's about living fully, right now, with pride and connection. I learned this from my uncle, Frank. At 65, he sat me down, voice low, and admitted he felt like he was fading. Not just his body, but his spark, his place in the world. I saw the weight in his eyes, and it hit me. Caring for your health isn't just physical. It's caring for your soul, your ties to the people you love. Frank started small: a daily walk, a better routine, a heart-to-heart with his wife. A year later, he was dancing at his granddaughter's wedding, grinning ear to ear, alive again. That's what these steps can do. They're not just fixes. They're keys to feeling whole. Think about it like tending a fire. Your health, your confidence, it's a flame that needs kindling. Each step we've talked about, that 30-minute stroll, that gentle wash, that pause before intimacy, that coffee with a buddy, it's a spark. Neglect it, and the fire dims. Feed it, and it roars, warming everyone around you. You're not too old to stoke that flame. Nobody is. Maybe it starts tonight with loose boxers, or tomorrow with a walk around the block, 1.5 miles, steady and sure. Or maybe it's a conversation, telling someone you love you're ready to feel like you again. Here's what I've learned. After years of digging into this, your body isn't the enemy. Time isn't the thief. The real challenge is believing you're worth the effort. You are. Every step you take, every small change, says you're still here, still strong, still a man who matters. I've seen it in guys like Frank and in countless others who decided to show up for themselves and found their fire burning brighter than ever. My friend, thank you for sharing this time with me, for listening to this conversation, like we're sitting over coffee, talking real. If this sparks something in you, drop a 1 in the comments, or a 0 if I missed the mark, so I can keep learning how to help. If you feel moved, hit that like button, maybe share this with a buddy who needs it, and subscribe to keep these talks going. You're not just caring for your body, you're claiming your place, your joy, your life. So take that first step, fan that flame, and let it shine. Here's to you, living bold at 60, 70, and beyond.